right, well, Carla Turner has a plum assignment today, hanging out with the talented team at Victoria School. Carla, wow, they're in full gear and everything.
Yes, they are. And, you know, we just heard the first note and already giving me chills this morning. We're hanging out at Victoria School for their latest production, Curtains. And Greg Dowler-Coltman, the director, of course, here at the school. I was reading a synopsis. A lot of drama in this play.
Absolutely. This is it's a spoof on a murder mystery, and it's also sort of a Valentine to the people that make their life in the theater. Lots of musical theater jokes all over the map.
So what is it all about?
Well, it takes place in 1959, and there is a murder on stage in the opening production of an ill-fated show. So the detective shows up, locks down the theater, and proceeds to work to fix the play at the same time as solve the crime.
So a lot of work always goes into productions at Victoria School. The kids are at the crack of dawn to be live here on Breakfast Television. So what kind of work and hours have these students been putting in over the last weeks or months?
Well, to do a show here, these kids are registered in an actual class called Theater Performance. And so they are rehearsing Monday, Wednesday, Friday until 6 o'clock every day after school, and then all day Saturday as well. And this week, it's been every day. They had one day off.
And today, the first show, how's everyone feeling, including you going into it?
Very excited. You know, it sort of arrived last night in our last dress rehearsal, and we are so ready for an audience.
Where can people head for tickets?
They can call the school at 426-3010. We'll give you the number later to post as well, and we'll be giving some tickets away.
Yeah, by the end of the show, we will certainly be giving tickets away via the phones at Breakfast Television. One more thing I got to ask, busy or not, you've got a huge Broadway legend coming to the school later this week.
We are so fortunate. Ben Vereen, who has been doing work in New York for 50 years, was the Tony Award winner for the original Pippin. He was in the original Hair, and he worked with Bob Fosse. He is here with the ESO this weekend. We called his agent, and they said, that sounds like a great idea. Let's have him come over to the school and give some coaching tips to these kids. So it's open to the public as well. It takes place on Saturday from 1 to 3, and you can get information at the school on that as well.
Okay, wonderful opportunity. Thank you so much, Greg. We'll be catching up with some of the students a little bit later, and of course, we'll see more performances from Curtains. Head to our website, breakfasttelevision.ca, for ticket info. And hey, we'll be giving tickets away a little bit later in the show, just before 9 o'clock. We've got news, weather, and traffic coming up after the break.
Still have a chance to check in. We'll be reading your responses in the remaining hour and 7 minutes or so of BT. But right now, it's up to Victoria School. We're ready to be inspired and wowed, Carla.
Yes, we sure are, hanging out at Victoria School for their latest production, Curtains, the official first night opening, afternoon opening, today at noon. It runs all the way through Saturday. We'll be giving tickets away a little bit later in the show. First, though, this definitely a musical, and of course, dancing, a huge component. Natalie, thanks for being with us today. Choreography, that's your role in this whole play. Students have to be a triple threat. Are there a lot of students that come in with not a lot of dance experience?
Ideally, in the world of musical theater, you can sing, dance, and act, and not all our students can when they get here. We hope that by the end of the experience that they're all much better at all three. Lots of them had to learn a lot of dancing for this show. There's a lot of different types of dancing in the show. There's tap, and there's some jazz, and lots of partner work, lots of lifts. So we've all learned a lot on the show.
So a lot of time spent more dancing or singing or acting, or a little bit of each?
A little bit of each. We have a musical director, a director, and a choreographer, so we all work with the kids individually, and then we put it all together, and that's the hardest part, is trying to sing while you dance and act all at the same time.
Okay, thanks. We'll talk to you once again. But Laura, in grade 10, this is your second production here at Victoria School, I understand. So what is it like to be involved in this and be practicing for weeks and weeks and weeks on end, and doing school and having a social life and a million other things?
Well, it does get a little busy, but the experience is really great, and they teach you so much when you're doing this. Like last year was my first production here, and I learned so many new styles of dance doing this, and it's really fun because you get to do things that you wouldn't normally get to do, except in a professional company. So it's a really great experience starting out before you go out into the real world to try it out.
Sounds like it. Thank you so much. Okay, Natalie, we want to talk to you one more time. Set the scene for us. We want to let the sights and sounds breathe. So what's happening here in this dance number?
Well, this is the play within a play. So we're watching a scene from Rob Hood of the Old West, and the song is called That Away. It takes place in the Barbie Bar Saloon, where Madame Marion and her saloon girls are singing to our cowboys.
All righty, we'll let them take it away.
This away. That way, that away. There's every chance you'll see you dance and holler
But hey, you can head to our website, breakfasttelevision.ca. Curtains here at Victoria School officially gets underway. First show today at noon, and they do run until Saturday. We'll be giving tickets away later on in the show. But hey, if you think these guys are talented, what about all the students working so hard behind the scenes? We'll head up to the tech booth a little bit later in the show. We got news, weather, and traffic coming up in a few minutes.
If you're the man, don't sit and wait for him. It's up to you, buddy.
BT is
Down there at Victoria School.
Well, okay, we've been watching the students sweat it out on stage, but of course we've got to think about everything that goes on behind the curtain. Yes, curtains out here at Victoria Park School. Sarah, the stage manager, this is a bit of a new role for you.
Yeah, usually I'm in more acting or directing, but I decided, you know what, stage managing is important too, so let's try that.
So what was that like to go from being the center of attention, you've got the spotlight, and you're doing all the choreography and singing, and now you're hiding in a dark, very hot room?
Yeah, the most difficult part was being told that as a good stage manager is not noticed, and I was like, what? I don't do that. But it's been really interesting.
Okay, so there's 3 of you sitting in this tech booth back here, 2 running some of the spotlights. What about all the other students that, where we don't see right now on stage?
Yes, we've got a 5-person fly crew, I believe, and they bring in signs, they move set pieces. We have this really fabulous costume crew that make sure we don't go on stage naked. Lights, sound, mics. It's a really big process.
So what is it about theater? Because obviously you have a passion for it if you want to be on stage or directing, as you mentioned, or even here in the tech booth.
I think it just attracts a lot of passionate people, and it's just a really fun thing to do, and you can just I don't know, be different people. It's like people are like, I want to be a dentist when I grow up. You can do that on stage and also be like a pirate.
Well, why do you think that Edmontonians should come check out this play? Because it runs today until Saturday.
Curtains is really funny, great music, and a lot of passion. Just a second.
You have a job to do?
Stand by LX29 and follow spot 13.
Committed. Nice work. I love it. Okay, is this something you want to pursue after high school? Because you're in grade 12, correct?
Yeah, I'm actually going into theater at U of A next year.
Congratulations.
Follow spot 13. Go. LX29.
Hard at work here at Victoria School. And so today, thank you, Sarah, until Saturday, you can come check out Curtains here at Victoria Park School. Coming up in the next segment, just before 9 o'clock, we'll be giving away 2 4-packs for tickets coming up this Saturday. So head to our website, breakfasttelevision.ca, for all those details, and we'll have a call to win coming up a little bit later. Next segment, we're going to head back downstairs on the stage to meet up with a couple of the leading characters. We'll see you in a few minutes.
minute.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I sure think I am.
Come on, gang!
Okay, well, we're just jumping into a bit of a fantasy scene, which you guys get to step out of. Of course, we've got Quinn and Ben, and you're the leading characters in Curtains, correct? Okay, so just tell us a bit about each of your roles.
I play the young ingenue Nikki Harris, and she is a member of the Robin Hood show inside the show of Curtains, and she is passed up for the lead role after the star is sent to the hospital, and then she meets Lieutenant Chaffee, and they kind of fall in love. Yeah.
And you're...
And I play Lieutenant Frank Chaffee, and I'm called to solve the murder.
Okay, so the 2 of you obviously have to work really closely together, and have been for the last couple of months, but this is far from the first time you've worked together.
That's right.
Yes, Ben and I first met when we were 4 at early childhood music lessons at Alberta College, and then
We continued to work at the Citadel for a couple of years after that, and then we met at Vic. She came to Vic, and we've been working in acting classes together for a long time.
Okay, on top of that, you guys have been working Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, I understand, for the last couple of months on this play, but then on top of that, you're each working on something else behind the scenes.
Yeah, over at the Citadel Theatre, I'm in their Young Musical Theatre Company, and we're working on the show Pippin, and so that's really fun, yeah.
And I'm working on 2 other shows in the community at the moment as well.
Okay, so we've been behind the scenes, we've seen a number tour of the musical numbers. Why do you think Edmontonians should come down and check out your play over the next few days?
Lots of fun for the whole family, and I guess it's you get to be involved in solving the crime. That's a good reason to come.
All right, thanks guys. I'll let you guys join the rest of your castmates. So Curtains runs until Saturday. You can head to our website, breakfasttelevision.ca, and if you call right now, 780-412-2790, you could win one of 2 4-packs to Saturday night's performance at 7 o'clock of Curtains. You have it. Head to our website, breakfasttelevision.ca, for all those details on Curtains. And good luck if you're calling 780-412-2790 for your chance to win to see Saturday night's performance. Lots more Breakfast Television coming up in a few minutes.
Carla, we've got your audio sync all figured out, which is too bad because I was going to see if you could do like a martial arts kung fu movie scene for us.
Everything's slow. Well, yeah. I hope it's going through now, because if not, you'll get your opportunity to, right?
Yeah, I feel insignificant every time I hang out with the talented kids at Victoria School. They're just incredible performers.
Right. I know, triple threats, and then we go behind the scenes, and you know, the kids that are normally on stage, they're going behind the scenes. They're just amazing students.
Unbelievable stuff. News team ready to kick it into high gear, hey Stace?
Yes, Ross Sherman making a big announcement. However, Brian Mason stole his thunder, says he's going to the Liberals. So
Darn!